We in here. You see the title too. It's gonna be a nice little thumbnail along with this thing too. Yeah. This is some good. Shout out to Plant Poppy. Plant Poppy, I hope you're doing good, brother. I ain't talked to you in a minute. Hoping all is well with you and everything like that. We still using the mud, big dog. But y'all see what the title of the video. What about Bast? Yeah. Shout out to my TikTok family and everything. I pulled up over there earlier today and everything like that. But you know, I told y'all I've been in my feelings. Avengers 54 got me triggered. What's going on now, tell them? And so with Avengers 54 and now tell them pulling me up lets me know we broadcasting live and everything like that. It also got me to think about Bast. Do y'all know when Bast came on the scene? 1966. Same year T'Challa did. Showed up in comic book, albeit as a total, right? She's right there in Fantastic Four, 54, 52, right there. You know, when we talk about T'Challa, we really be talking all about Wakanda. We really, really do. Some folks would like to put you in a corner and make it seem like all you talking about T'Challa. No, we talk about T'Challa because it starts with T'Challa. That's kind of what that is, right? Right. But you know what we never hear from folks that say it's just a mantle? The totem was bad. Yep. Sound like a comic book fan. You know, we never get from folks to say it's just a mantle, or folks that they say shooty. We never hear anything about them from Bast, which is crazy because that's almost similar to you not really hearing anything from Bast in MCU. Yeah. What you got Bast all of like 5 seconds? 5 seconds? Nothing else? Crazy. It's crazy. Question to those that call themselves Black Panther experts, and mind you, I don't think we got Black Panther experts, no, because quite a few people pulled up in my live today and learned some stuff they should have learned a long time ago, considering who we got out there talking about Black Panther. Did you know that folks did not know prior to today that the only thing the heart-shaped herb allows you to do is talk to Bast? Yeah, prior to today, more than enough folks were under the impression that consuming the heart-shaped herb give you the abilities of the Black Panther. No, they do not. No, they don't. No, they don't. And every Black Panther fan knows that. LARPer, social media influencer. I can't say, but a Black Panther comic book fan, we know that. We know that. And let's see here. What's this other thing that we know that Black Panther MCU fans was throwing that out there as fact? Oh, that T'Challa died in the comics for Shorty to become Black Panther. You know, a Black social media influencer went ham on another Black social media influencer, and he actually referenced that. You know what he didn't reference? If Bast don't find you worthy, you don't come out to Djalia. No, that's actually canon under one Reginald Hudlin. We ain't got them stories out there, but we do know based on that story arc, according to Zuri, that if Bast don't approve of you, she deletes you right there in the Djalia. Did y'all know that Bast had them type of capabilities? Delete you right there. I wonder how many members of T'Challa's family went into Djalia thinking they were worthy and didn't make it out. Because that is T'Challa's family. Ain't nobody else's family. It's his. Going all the way back to Mosi. That's crazy. That's crazy. We don't talk about Bast. Do we even know what Bast capable of? Like, she is the supreme deity in all of Wakanda, right? But how many times have you seen her in the MCU? You honestly should have seen her more than you've seen Khonshu, but you've seen Khonshu more. You've seen Zeus more. You've seen the Hippo goddess more. You've seen Odin more. You ain't seen Bast. And anybody asking no questions, huh? None. It's crazy. All things considered, when you know who this character is, and I don't want to do this because, like I said over there on TikTok, I don't want to hear this whole one for one thing. Not when I still got a bat signal. I still got a bat signal, right? I still got a bat signal. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear the one for one thing. Don't that robber always run by Peter? Don't he always run by Peter and Peter be like, it ain't got nothing to do with me? Ain't that what always happened? That's what always happened, right? That's part of the origin story, right? Cool. Steve take the super soldier serum. Does Dr. Erskine take a dirt nap? In every origin story, does he go to sleep? I'm just asking a question, does he go to sleep? Because Tony, was it in a cave? I know it wasn't in the Vietnamese cave, but it was still in the cave, right? It was still in the cave. I don't want to hear this no more when we start talking about Black Panther fans. I don't want to hear this one for one stuff no more. Y'all know dadgum good and well. I had to check myself there because I was about to say something I didn't want to say. Y'all know dadgum good and well what we mean. Y'all know, matter of fact, I don't want to hear that anymore regarding black superheroes. I don't. I want you to act like you talking to a nerd because I know when folks say that, the only reason why you saying that to me is because I'm black. And the only reason why you saying that to me because I'm black is because it's pertaining to a black superhero. I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear that no more. Popping up in my lives, saying that on a video that I post is going to get you muted, going to get you blocked for the rest of your life. I'm going to treat you just like you acted. That's what that is. That's what that is. So, Bast, because I can turn on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and get Odin. I can turn on Avengers Assemble and get Odin. Why? What's going on with Bast? So that's all I want to know. What's going on with Bast and why I ain't got folks that the same folks that's so quick to say it's just a mantle. The same folks that's quick to say the character don't need to be recast. Why them folks ain't got nothing to say about Bast? What the education at in regards to Bast? Where is it where she chose T'Challa's line? That's the bloodline she want in there. Where's the education about Bast? I see folks talking about they don't want T'Challa and Aurora to be together. Where's the education about Bast that Bast had to approve that wedding first? Like it went up to T'Challa and Aurora to get married. It was up to Bast. Where these facts at? Because I be seeing a lot of facts and everything like that. I ain't getting that one. I ain't getting that one. Ain't nobody talking about Bast. The MCU ain't talking about Bast. Folks talking about, I want Ryan Coogler to come back. I want Ryan Coogler to come back. Ryan Coogler ain't talked about Bast. So what we got going on? The blind leading the blind? How M'Baku running Wakanda? Who signed off on that? Shuri? She ain't have to consult with nobody first. Shuri ain't have to talk to nobody. I don't want to hear this one for one. I don't want to hear that. I don't. Mm-mm. Not when we got Clark still listening to his parents in the Fortress of Solitude. I don't want to hear that no more. No, I don't want to hear that. No, Bast ain't have no say so. How did Eric get his abilities? Because we got Deadliest of the Species, where if Bast don't find you worthy, she deletes you. We got Eric's own limited run where Bast never talked to this dude about awarding him any type of Black Panther abilities. Okay, so where he get his abilities from? I'm just asking some questions. I want the same type of consistency other folks getting with their characters. I'm tired of hearing the excuses. Who Eric talked to in the DeJolia? Why Shooty saw him? So Shooty didn't see her daddy, her mama, her brother, nor Bast, but she could see Eric. Well, who telling this story? Is this Ryan Coogler's Black Panther, or is this the comic book adaptation of Black Panther? Because I don't think what we got in the movies was the comic book adaptation. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Really? T'Challa died from a mysterious illness and Bast didn't have no say so. Bast just let him go home. Kind of like how Marvel was let go. Yeah, sound good, but no. I got a goddess over here in Wakanda, and I'm trying to figure out why ain't nobody checking for her. Ain't nobody checking for her. Ain't nobody asking for her. And she a female deity too. Yeah, I'm finna go there like I did today on TikTok. I find that amazing that it ain't more black women coming to her defense. Yeah, I'm not hearing enough. For my benefit, I ain't hearing enough black women stand up and make enough noise for this black goddess. I hear a lot of excuses being made for Shooty to be the Black Panther. But hold on, there's a higher ranking sister over there in Wakanda, and she outranked everybody over there in Wakanda. And I ain't hearing no noise. I ain't hearing no noise. As a matter of fact, I'm being told I simp more for the female characters than the females do. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on with Bast? Where we at? Because I ain't gonna be in this video for long. 12 minutes and 44 seconds. Cool. I got about half an hour. About another 15 minutes. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Bast. Everybody got so much to say. Shooty. What about Bast? What about Bast? Because Shooty ain't just got the powers of the Black Panther, not without Bast. We seem to keep skipping past Bast. Why? Why? Because folks know what folks be talking about. When folks be talking about T'Challa should have, you know why T'Challa should have, because there's a deity involved. We act like that deity ain't got, oh no, that deity pop up the same time the character pop up. 1966, same comic book. Same comic book. And I noticed we don't talk about that deity. We're going to stop doing that. We're going to stop that. We're going to stop. You ain't doing nothing in Wakanda without that deity. I'm trying to figure out why so many of us that's out here in the ether act like that deity don't exist. We talking a lot. We ain't saying too much though. Let me see. No one talks about our Aja Donna at all. I'm trying to figure out what's good. I see folks sniping at folks and everything like that, mad at folks, calling folks out. They ain't saying this right about the fighting game. They ain't saying, no, because ain't none of y'all come out here talking about y'all fighting game fans. No, y'all hanging y'all hat on being comic book fans. More than enough of y'all call yourself comic book experts. Okay, well, I'm looking at the comic book experts and I'm trying to figure out why so many got quiet when they ain't do right by Bast. Quite a few of y'all became a part of the get along gang. No. Let's not be a part of the get along gang. What's going on with Bast? Because if we keeping that thing right there and you call yourself a comic book fan, ain't no way in hell you was looking at Black Panther talking about, that's what that was. No, you got questions. You trying to figure out where was Bast at the DeJolia? How Eric get them powers? So you mean tell me, make sure I got this right. And mind you, I'm only talking to the comic book fans. So if you call yourself a comic book expert, yeah, I'm talking to you. So you mean to tell me, Eric, who bragged about deleting more than enough folks just to get to T'Challa, you talking about that dude, was able to consume a heart-shaped herb? That dude, knowing daggum good and well that Bast holds T'Challa responsible for all of Africa, not just Wakanda. So you mean to tell me that dude who just bragged about deleting folks left and right after we got a story in there where Bast then got on Shorty for feeling like she was entitled? That deity. That deity. The same deity who cautioned Eric on being jealous in his own comic book run. That deity. You mean to tell me that deity who Zuri said has deleted folks in the Dajaya when she felt like they weren't worthy, didn't delete Eric? That's if we getting past the fact that Eric ain't related to T'Challa in any shape, form, or fashion. Thus, the organic heart-shaped herb should have sent him into a coma right then and there. But let's say he is of the royal blood. Okay, well, it's on record. You can be of the royal blood and still get deleted by Bast for being selfish. So you mean tell me Eric, who was being selfish, didn't get deleted? That's crazy. So, as a black person that's a nerd, I know Thor's history. I know Zeus's history. I know Moon Knight's history, but I don't give two damns about mine. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I don't even give two damns about mine, so much so to the point where when another Black Panther fan say something, I'm going to act stupid like I don't know what they're talking about. And I'm going to go above and beyond to blast said Black Panther fan, even though I consider myself a knowledgeable comic book fan. And I'm going to tell people in them videos that I'm a knowledgeable comic book fan. But in the same video, I'm going to act like I don't know what another Black Panther comic book fan is talking about. Yeah, y'all doing the right thing to keep my name out your mouth. Yeah, don't mention me at all. You say my name 3 times, I'm gonna show up just like Beetlejuice. I am. Or Bloody Mary. You right, don't mention my name, because y'all full of it. Y'all full of it. I'm saying all y'all full of it. All y'all full of it. If you call yourself a black comic book fan, a blurred this, that, there, and the other, and you got folks from your crew still misspeaking on black characters, you're a fraud. You're a fraud. No, you're a fraud. You're a fraud. Baz has a whole physical form looking sexy too, don't she, man? And how we got Khonshu but no Baz is crazy. We need to see Baz get down more and communicate with T'Challa more often. Listen, because you got a bunch of, watch this. I'm finna go to the DC side of the house. You got a bunch of posers out here, as Killer Ward would say. You got a bunch of posers out here. There ain't nowhere in the world that Marvel, the MCU, was able to run that runaround in regards to Baz. If you had some real Black Panther fans out, if you had more real Black Panther fans out here, as opposed to the folks that just LARPing and role playing, ain't nowhere in the world. You can get Gwen Stacy. This is how I know it's effed up. You can get Gwen Stacy showing up in a Spider-Man movie and pass away the same way she passed away in the comic books. Spiderweb, he think I got her, neck snap, whiplash. That's right there in the comics. Right there in the movie. If you're a comic book fan, you say, oh, okay. Black Panther fans, we sitting up here like this. Well, damn. Well, damn. And all the so-called black fans that's blurs in this era ain't saying nothing. They ain't say nothing about your boy Gabe. Still ain't said nothing. Won't even say, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he got a point. They remain silent. What they'll say is it's just a mantle. Man, They'll say it's just a mantle. They'll say the role shouldn't have been recast. They'll say should have been a Black Panther too. But they won't say nothing about what happened in Captain America, the First Avenger. They won't. They won't say anything about what happened in Captain America, Winter Soldier. They'll tell you it's just a mantle, though. Or it's just a mantle. Or anybody and their mama could be Black Panther. Oh, we want this Black Panther video game. Oh, they want Black Panther 1943, but can't tell you what was inaccurate about Captain America, the First Avenger. It's a lot of posers out here. Ooh, they do the right thing not to call my name. Please don't call my name. Don't mention my name. Don't say my name. Don't. Because y'all full of it. It's too easy to see that y'all full of it. And it's too easy. What you wanted to do at the end of the day was just be known. Be seen, be viewed as a Black Panther fan, but actually be a Black Panther fan? No, you're not. Way too many of us that look like us let stuff slide. I still cannot believe that we ain't say nothing when Claw lost his arm to Ultron. I still ain't heard enough from certain folks in regards to that. They ain't angry enough, far as I'm concerned. They ain't mad enough. What they doing is they real excited for Black Panther 3, but upset. Their enthusiasm for Black Panther 3 outweighs the nonsense that happened in regards to this character. Really, Sam is flying in the MCU with no contribution from T'Challa. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. The Avengers are flying around in the MCU with no contribution from T'Challa. We sit up here and talk about Reed Richards being smart and everything like that. Don't say nothing to nobody else when folks get mad about T'Challa's intelligence being accredited to everybody else. You know damn good and well what they mean. If you ain't had nothing to say when the Avengers was flying around in the MCU, don't say nothing when somebody say something about T'Challa's IQ, intelligence being given to another character. I don't care if it is Shorty. If you ain't staying 10 toes down for that one, shut up. If you ain't staying 10 toes down when the Avengers were flying around in the Quinjet in the MCU without any contribution from T'Challa, I don't want to hear you being conveniently mad because somebody that said something about Shorty having T'Challa's IQ. You didn't say nothing then, don't say nothing now. Don't say nothing now. You ain't say nothing about Claw losing his arm to Ultron, don't say nothing now. You ain't say nothing about Sion being replaced by Njobu, don't say nothing now. And I don't want to hear none of that stuff I didn't already told you. Don't come to me talking about 1 for 1. Nope, it's always Gotham. It's always the Bat Signal, always Crime Alley, always the Pearls. I don't want to hear that. You want to argue, go argue with your mama. Let me get back to these notes. Hey, Theo, now tell him I think Marvel took Bast to the vet, and Bast is still pissed off. I know where they didn't take him, which was crazy because I had a high-ranking Black executive and I had a Black director. Make it make sense. And a whole Black cast. What happened? What happened? I got the Black director more concerned about his best friend than concerned about the deity that rules over the fictional country that brought him to fame. So yeah, I got a question. Where's Bast at? Where's Bast at? Where's Bast at, and where's her connection to the Black Panthers? Where's that at? Because I ain't seen it in the MCU. And like I said, I'm a comic book fan. No, you don't get to become a Black Panther unless Bast has signed off on it. Bast don't sign off on it, you're not a Black Panther. You just talking to her in the Djalia. Okay, well, I got a question. Because I didn't see it in the comic books where she talked to Eric. She didn't give Eric nothing except some advice. Let that hatred go out your system. But as far as Black Panther ability, nope. Nope. And folks keep talking about shooting in rivals, shooting in token. Shooting should be the grill in both them damn games. But if we gonna talk, where's Bast? Where's Bast? Because Shooty didn't talk to Bast in Black Panther 2. She didn't commune with Bast in Black Panther 2. That's Black Panther lore. She used an artificial heart-shaped herb. Why? I don't know. But we know the artificial heart-shaped herb don't get you a conversation with Bast. What it does, it makes you a super soldier. So we got Eric taking a organic heart-shaped herb, no conversation with Bast. We got Shooty taking the artificial heart-shaped herb, and she a Black Panther. Something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong, and I ain't trying to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Every time Bruce get motivated, it's by a bat. It's either a bat or a bunch of bats. Peter always getting bit by that spider. Whether it's at high school or whether it's on his science trip, he's still getting bit by that damn spider. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. John Jones always comes from another planet. Always. Hal Jordan is always met by Insabanur. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna keep insulting Black folks' intelligence in regards to Black characters. You're not gonna keep insulting people's intelligence in regards to Black characters. No, we're not doing that. We're not. Where we at? I got 3 minutes. What you know what? I don't want Ryan nowhere on my stuff. I don't want Ryan near any more Black superhero projects. And I wish more brothers and sisters that could learn to accept more than what they get on Sunday night from Stars. I wish more of us understood there's more to entertainment than that, where we didn't feel like that was the only form of entertainment we could get was stereotypical tropes, Black travesty and everything. I wish Black trauma porn. I wish we knew we didn't have to just get that. I wish we knew we had options on the table, but I don't want Ryan Coogler near nothing else except Sinners. Go do another Sinners. But I don't want Ryan Coogler. I don't even want to make it about him. I don't want him nor anybody that thinks like him on Black superhero projects. I don't. I want those who care, those who know, those who want to inspire. I don't want that no more. What I really want to know is, let me see, got like a minute and a half left because I ain't gonna do this video that long. What happened to Bast? I think we didn't ask enough questions. You ain't telling me you a Black Panther nothing, comic book nothing, and you ain't got no questions about Bast. You just talking. And that's how I'm looking at you for going forward. You just talking. You ain't nobody credible to be listened to. And the fact that it's 2026 and it's way more people that know less about Bast than more people know less about Bast. I'm of the mindset when it comes to the Black comic book community, there are way more people fronting like they Black Panther fans, whether they are social media influencers or not, fronting like they Black Panther fans than actually being Black Panther fans. And this is why we find ourselves in the situation we find ourselves now, where T'Challa ain't got no. That's why. Way many of us act like we know and we don't know. That said, I'm out. Came in for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. But you might want to ask folks. If you don't know about Bast, I'm not holding it against you. What I am asking you to do is go ask the folks you kicked the bobo with why they ain't been told you about this character. Now, after you ask them that, Marvel Unlimited is $9.99 a month. It absolutely is. You can go learn about this character because clearly the folks you kicking it with ain't going to tell you and the MCU ain't going to give it to you. Don't be thirsty waiting on them. Like we say over here with the Rock With Me Nation, we got it at the house. That said, I'm out. Keep up with these notes. Let me get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all showing up in and out. Got a thumbnail. We're going to go throw up with this and everything like that. That's it. And remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Until next time, if you like the conversation piece, leave a comment, right? Subscribe to the channel. We like to level up Black Panther knowledge. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.